In this video, I'm gonna show you how my backflip went from this to this.
Let's fucking go.
In just 7 days. The reason why I learned to backflip was because my little brother can do one and I was tired of him asking, can you do a backflip? He was able to do one for a whole year before I learned, so anytime we got into an argument, you know that's the first thing that he brings up.
Yo, Tyvin, can you pass me my phone?
Fuck no! If you can't even do a backflip, how do you expect me to do this? I'm not doing stuff for people who can't do simple tasks! Get out!
Can I have one?
Fuck no! I'm not eating somebody who can't do simple tasks like a backflip!
Alright, bro, good night. I love you.
Shut the fuck up! You know what? Get out! You know, I'm not gonna sleep in the same room as somebody who can't even do a backflip. I swear, next time, I will not welcome you in my home. You will be executed. I will not tolerate it. You cannot talk! Shut up!
I'm gonna do a backflip. I'm gonna do one. Oh, what's up, Tyvin, bro? It's been a minute, bro.
Get the fuck away from me. You can't even do a backflip. I'm not touching you, nigga. You can't even do a fucking backflip. That's just gonna start rubbing off, bro. It's gonna start rubbing off. Okay, I don't want none of that. That pussy shit.
Why you take your shoes? What the fuck?
Get the fuck away from me.
Man, fuck this nigga, bro. I'm gonna fucking hit that backflip.
Literally, this shit was living in my dreams. I would fall asleep in here. Can you do a backflip? Hit it. I'm gonna fucking hit it.
Shut up. Yeah, you can fight, but can you do a backflip? Can you do a back handspring? You suck. You suck at all the things I can do. To you, I'm little. But can you backflip? That's what I thought. Little boy. Little boy.
Fuck Tyvin! So one day I woke up, tired of him asking. We went to Urban Air to test out if I can do one. And well, this is how it went.
Not really.
After seeing that I couldn't even jump straight back on a trampoline, I knew I was nowhere close to hitting a backflip on the ground. That's when I decided to narrow my goals and spend about a month or so learning how to back handspring, which I do recommend having down before attempting a backflip. If you don't already, I recommend you watch my video on how to hit a back handspring in 30 days. But just in case you don't feel like it, here's a quick recap. The first thing you're going to want to get down is a basic handstand, as well as snapping down from a handstand using your core. After you're comfortable getting to a handstand, turn it into a front handspring by kicking over and then just adding more momentum. Literally, I learned by doing it on accident when I was like 10 or something, bro. Nah, probably even younger, probably like 6. You literally just go into a handstand and then you kick over and you'll do a front handspring, and then you can gradually add more and more momentum. Once you get a front handspring down, I recommend you learn a makaku. This just starts with a tiny kick and can be progressed to kicking all the way over your body and inverting yourself. By the time you can do it all the way over your body, it'll start to look like a sideways back handspring. At this point, make sure that you take off from 2 feet into your makaku, because this will transfer into the back handspring and the back flip. After you have that down, focus on looking straight forward and then back as you throw your hands up and take off into your back handspring. If you can't do a back handspring, take a couple of days to learn one, then come back to this video. Me, it took like a month, and you see how I'm backflipping now, bro. I swear this was literally my back handspring in like May, bro. Now, assuming you can do a back handspring, this is how I learned how to backflip in 7 days. I started by just doing back handsprings, and I thought, oh, I can already go over, go back. I thought that was my only issue. So after doing a couple back handsprings for my warm-up, I would just send a backflip. But this didn't work for plenty of reasons. The first is my takeoff was horrible. I would run up and jump forward before taking off, which is a whole nother flip called a gainer. And I would lose momentum because I was trying to run forward and then take off instead of just standing. I would also throw my head back immediately like I was trying to do a back handspring, but this ruins your jump height and you need a lot of jump height to complete a backflip. I'm not allowing myself to jump as high as I can. And I would not tuck at all. I wouldn't even try to tuck. I thought I was gonna hit like a layout type backflip before I hit just a normal backflip, which I kind of did, but it just wasn't consistent and wasn't working for me. By changing just these 3 things, I was able to hit my first clean backflip. And I consider a clean backflip is like where you go over and like your feet hit the ground first before your hands. So like you can touch the ground on your first one, but like you want your feet to hit the ground first before your hands. And obviously you want to be able to do it to the point where your hands don't touch the ground at all. So to do that, the first thing you want to do is practice taking off from a standing position. I like to take a little hop backwards, but that's really not necessary. Taking off from a standing position instead of like running forward into it will allow you to get the most air time and allow all your momentum to travel straight up, which will give you the most air time to complete the rotation or the flip. Next, you want to focus on jumping with your knees slightly bent at like a 90-degree angle, taking off, making sure to be on the balls of your feet, taking off on your toes. You want to be like this, not like this flat-footed. You want to take off like this. This will ensure the maximum power and explosiveness in your jump. Like if you get into like a super deep squat, you might be able to jump high from that position, but just the 90-degree position will be the best in order to get that hip thrust and everything that you need to complete the flip. After you have your takeoff down, once you're in the air, you want to literally stare straight for as long as possible. I like to track an object, like I'll pick something about head height and keep staring until I'm like completely over it, and then I'll flip back. Make sure that you're not flipping back until you reach near the peak of your jump. And finally, once you're here in the air, you want to focus on throwing your arms and everything back, grabbing your knees and balling up as tight as you can. This will allow for greater rotation speed, and the more tight you get, the faster you'll turn over. Like think of like trying to flip a board compared to like throwing a ball and it just spinning. All you really want to do is just like bring your knees up to your chest and hug them like this. My brother does this really well. He gets into a really tight ball, but his arm circle isn't that good. Like he doesn't have his arms throw up into a circle out of his jump. He kind of throws his arms up and brings him back down. But if you want maximum rotation speed, like look at this clip, you see how my arms are in line as I'm rotating? They're adding to my rotation speed, but when you bring them straight back down, you cancel them out. As you jump up, making sure your legs are 90 degrees bent, throwing your arms up, taking off your toes, staring straight, hug your knees, come down, and then spot the ground. Look at where you're gonna land. I'm telling you, it helps you so much. Look at where you're gonna land, bro. And I also, don't close your eyes. Keep your eyes open the whole time that you're doing this. It'll help you know if you're twisting, just because things will look kind of sideways if you're twisting. And you just wanna flip back, pull up, grab your knees, spot the ground, and then as you can see the ground, that's when you wanna open up and release, because that's when you know you're about to land, once you can see the ground again. And if it's too scary to like hug your knees in the air, it was way too scary for me at first. Like I didn't want to hug my knees, I just wanted to flip. Cause I learned the back handspring, but I was like, what? I have to grab my knees in the air? Just tap them. I started just by tapping my knees, and that still allows you to get tighter, but it does like kind of bring the issue of like you go straight back down. But ultimately you want that good arm circle coming into the tuck and really grabbing your knees tight and pulling them in and balling up. And if you combine all of these together and you can jump more than like 12 inches, bro, I swear you can do a backflip. It may take a couple days, and my first backflip was nowhere near perfect. Still, it's not perfect. But once you get your first one, it's so much easier to continue to iterate on it and improve. So yeah, that's how I learned how to backflip in 7 days. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe. If you would like to support the channel so I can continue making videos like this, join the Patreon for just $2 a month. We are trying to hit 60 Patreon members before September 20th, and all the proceeds, literally every dollar that I've ever made off Patreon has literally went to robotics. Like, I say it funds the channel and robotics, but it has only funded robotics. But I'm working on this drone, especially during this 2-week challenge. If you know what's up, you know what's up. If not, watch this video. So yeah, and that will be on the channel, so it also helps the channel because the robotics, it funds my self-improvement in that domain, because robots are fucking expensive, man. Like literally I've spent I think like $500 on this drone already, and I could have made it cheaper, but I also wanted a big, you know. Plus the Patreon has tons of exclusive content and behind the scenes. Like you'll probably see this video before it even comes out. Actually, if you're on the Patreon, bro, you would have seen like the script for this video July 8th. The reason why I didn't record it then is because I haven't seen my little brother in so long, and you know, those skits, I needed him for those skits. So if you want to be part of a community solely dedicated to people improving themselves, join the Self-Improvement Summer Discord. We have a bunch of people in there who are very passionate about self-improvement and bettering themselves, and we all help each other and share progress with each other. So join and send a video of you doing a backflip. Subscribe. Now get off YouTube. Go hit that backflip. 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 I swear, bro. I've been chanting that for months, bro.